And welcome back to the channel with me moaning a lot about BMW motorbikes. So what we're doing this morning, we're in the car. It is 8 o'clock. It's just getting late. It is the 28th of December and I'm going to go out on a motorbike. Never did I think in my life that I would be going out on a motorbike on the 28th of December. I've got all my thermal gear on, all the rest of it. But before that, will the bike start? So just a quick one, the bike did go back to BMW again. Oh man, I know, pain in the arse. It wouldn't start. I took all my kit up, got on the bike, went to fire it up, wouldn't start. I phoned BMW Assist again. They came, he tested the battery again, but this time when he went to start the bike, the dashboard wouldn't light up. There was just no power going to the battery at all, apparently, whatever. So they recovered it to BMW. They've checked through the bike again. They come back this time, even though they previously did say there wasn't a tracker on the bike. They came back this time and said there was a tracker on the bike. But they said there wasn't a tracker on the bike when I got them to check it the first time it went in, which was in the previous video. But when I spoke to her, she turned around this time and said, well, you were told it had a tracker on when you bought the bike. And I was like, I don't recall that. Even though I did ask you to check and you said there wasn't one on. But I don't recall you saying that. But I'm the kind of guy, when I buy something, I stand there excited, slightly aroused, just staring at it, while the guy's talking about all this stuff on it and it's just going in one ear and out the other. So I kind of turned around and said, well, look, he might have said it. And I didn't just quite listen to it. I didn't even bother checking the paperwork. I just slung it all in the drawer and wanted to go and play on the bike. But apparently, when it's been back in this time, there is a tracker. They kindly removed the tracker free of charge for us, or unplugged it from the battery free of charge. They stated several times. So the bike's had another brand new battery on. It's been sat in the garage a week. No trickle charger. Don't give us any shit about the trickle charger. And nah, man, I need to get a trickle charger, but it's not as easy as that. It's been Christmas. The outgoings have been about 5 times more than the incomings. The bank has been broken. A trickle charger's like at the bottom of the list. I know I need to sort one out, so please don't give us too much shit about it. But at the same time, is it too much to ask for a bike battery to last a week, maybe 2? Is that too much to ask? I don't think it is. I can go on holiday and leave my car out here getting used and come back and it starts these days. So I don't know, we're going to see. It's been left 1 week. It hasn't been that cold. As you know, Christmas Day was quite warm. Well, where we live it was like 14 degrees. I'm confident it's going to start. So confident. I've got all my kit on. I'm going to get all my kit on when I get there. I'm going to wheel the bike out the garage and I'm going to go for it. So what happens in the next frame is going to tell you. Is it going to be me moaning, or is it going to be me excited to go and play on a bike? I've got a full day. I've got nothing to do all day. I don't need to be back till 4 or 5 o'clock. So I've got a big route plan, 200 mile-ish, route 250 mile. A route I've never been on before. So let's stop all this chat and shit and let's get to it. We have installed the Krieger dry pack. It has tea, sandwiches, everything. We've pulled the bike out. I've even went as far as to lock the garage. Now there's only one thing left to do. Let's see if this thing starts. Oh, it's looking promising. We'll have ignition. You beauty! Hey, right there, let's get going. So we are off. We have a full battery of juice, but an empty tank of petrol. So first port of call is let's juice this baby right up. We are out on the bike. Can we believe it? I really hope this is the end of the issues with the bike. I do. Feel good. I feel positive about the bike. I can't believe it started. It's been left for a week. What a fiasco it's been. I'm going to be honest though, BMW, they've been good, like they have. I cannot like say anything bad about them really. They've stepped up every time. There's been a few discrepancies if there was a tracker on the bike or not. I don't know. Like I say, he might have mentioned it, but I will admit, like, I'm a nightmare, me, when it comes to stuff like that, like cars, bikes. If I want to buy something, if I'm trying to purchase something, I just like get dead excited and don't even look at like what I'm buying. I'm just like, wait, I do look at it obviously, but like if I'm buying a bike, a mountain bike, a car, get super excited, don't even look at like the paintwork, the service history, the owners. Well, I kind of originally, like, preliminary do, but then once I go and see the vehicle, I'm like, and they start explaining stuff to you, like, you press this button, this does that, you press this button, this does that. It just goes over my head. And it's like, I just want the bike. I'm like, give us a bike, give us a car, whatever it is, just give us it. But that being said though, if I'm going to IKEA to buy a wardrobe, which I don't want to buy, I'm then all over it. I check the specs, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, sizes, everything, looking for a better one, cheaper one. But the reason I'm doing that is because I just don't want to purchase it. I'm looking for an excuse to say, like, you know what, Steph, there's a cheaper one here, there's a one that fits better here, let's go and get that one. But whereas when I go and purchase a bike of any kind or a car, I'm like, let's get this one. And Steph's like, well, there's not a cheaper one here, a better one there. I'm like, I just want this one. You know, and just buy it. And I'm a nightmare for that, I am, I admit that. But anyway though, look at this weather, man. It is glorious today. Glorious. I'm going to try and go west, then south, then east, then up the east coast home. Hopefully going to try and find a cafe somewhere along the way. Don't know where, like, but I've got the full day, don't need to do anything. Let's go. Got me so a lovely little managed to get myself a lovely little spot outside this church, just outside of East Whitton. I think we've got about 80-90 miles in. Oh, nice cup of Yorkshire tea as well, in Yorkshire too. I think one anyway. Bike is performing 10 out of 10. Aye, when it works, but everything seems alright. I've even tempted fate and charged my phone a little bit. So, aye, we'll see how that goes, like. Check this out. Going from here, which is pretty much Ripon way, across now to Scarborough, I think. I'm going to try and plot a quick route across. Then going up the coast, because it is 12 o'clock now and I've only got about 4 hours of daylight left. So, I'm going to have a little chocolate bar and a cup of tea here and hopefully not stop again at about 2ish. So far we'll get. So we are kind of on the way home. Right, not really yet. We're crossing over now to the east coast, and we're going to ride up the coast. Pick the coast up around Middlesborough way, I think. Do you know what's got on my map? I tried to get down to the across the York, wasn't it, Scarborough? But if I'm honest, it's 12:30 now. It took us a couple hours to get to here with a little cafe stop, with a little McDonald's stop. I've just stopped there for some tea. So I think I'm going to have to come up here, cross the A19, I think, somewhere. I don't know. Following this map and anyway, or this blue line, I've took off the navigation thing. So, wow, what is going on here? Is this fog or smoke? Wow, this is pretty cool. Well, the temperature's dropped to 3 or 4 degrees as well. When this bike works, I cannot fault this bike, if I'm brutally honest. I just cannot. It has a, I don't know what the words I'm looking for is, like, would you say a presence on the road? Like, you feel a bit of a king of the road on it almost. I don't know if that's the right way to describe it. Aye, it's mint, I think. It's comfortable. I cannot complain at the minute. Matter of fact, if anything, I'm proper buzzing that I'm out. It's the 28th of December. Like, I've never rid a bike in December, I don't think. Never mind in the UK on the 28th of December. 4 degrees. It is lush. I'm just happy to be out. Little adventure. I've never been down this way on a bike before. Beedale though, a little story about Beedale where we're coming into. I should drop my bike off here to go on a foreign track day. So what you had to do is, when we used to go on track days abroad, you'd get a local pickup. So there are 2 spots in the UK. I think you could get your bike picked up from Donington or Darlington or Beedale. We used to opt for Darlington or Beedale, but we used to come here and drop it off at a farm. And you had to stillage your bike up. Aye, I'm not sure whereabouts though, because it's been a few years since I came. And to be honest, we were it was always like a last minute thing on a Friday night after work, because you had to drop it off like the week before. You'd come down with all your kit and basically drop the bike off. We've clocked 132 miles, which, to be honest, I thought we would have done more than that. But I don't know if I'm bike fit or not, but I'm starting to get a bit achy in the legs. Like, I've really enjoyed today. It's kind of what I needed. Get out on the bike properly. It's been a bit up and down since owning this. Hopefully that's everything sorted. I've got a drive shaft boot it needs to go back in for. She said give her a ring and she'll book it in the new year though. I did ask them to have a look at that last time, and they did say they'd clipped it back in, but it keeps popping out. And someone did mention in the comments about a recall on the drive shafts because of the corrode. Ooh, a nice little cafe is what we need now. A little coffee stop, a nice toasty or something like that. And I'm sure there's a couple of cafes in the same. We went for a little dog walk around there not so long ago. That dog sounded like a human being screaming. Yeah, to go and get a coffee. Just coming through sunny Sunderland. 10 degrees out today. 10 degrees. I need to figure out some navigation, because this phone setup thing ain't really working. Like, I mean, actually it worked alright today, but I've got to charge my phone off the bike. Although the battery issues I've had, I don't like chancing it. What do people use? I mean, when I bought the bike, they asked if I wanted to buy the BMW nav thing, but I instantly just dismissed it because I thought, you know what, I bet it's a fortune. I think I've looked at the BMW nav one and I'm sure it's about 600 quid. Might be wrong though, but at the same time though, I think a lot of people give it a lot of grief though. It doesn't get that good of a review. So what do people use instead? Do people use anything that fits in this cradle? Or, I mean, any suggestions would be very much appreciated in the comments, please. Can I beat that for some coastal views, mind? Oh, it's lovely. Ah, it's kind of nice that. Nice sort of seafront area, this. Nice little chippy there. So this will do me freaking lovely. I tell you what, me boots, everything, I'm canny manky actually, just look down there. Things are gonna need a wash, I think.